As I said, here's the scheme that was announced by the government. The bottom line numbers is 795 crores. That's phase one, to be spent over 6 years. And this is really to see how does the total industry meet this requirement that the government has laid out. Electric vehicles are expensive primarily because a lot of the components are imported. And the only way to get them to localize them is if the volumes grow. And this is what the government is hoping to do, is to increase the localization of not just vehicles, but fast charging stations, other solutions that promote electric vehicle usage in India. Mahindra Reva, a little bit of a short history. We are very proud of where we build these cars. The factory it's in Bangalore, and it's not just our vehicle that's totally green, even the way we manufacture it is totally green. In addition to electric cars, an emerging trend, which what I spoke about initially, we also sell solutions. When I say solutions, it could be mobility solutions where people are just interested in getting from point A to point B. And electric vehicles probably is the cleanest way of doing that, and I'll spend a little bit more time on that. And the third one is, in addition to building our cars, we also electrify a number of Mahindra vehicles too. So converting existing internal combustion engine vehicles to electric. So those are the three ends of our spectrum. The product, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the product because Jagan will take you through the product, but bottom line, it's fully automatic, no emissions, 120 kilometers range on a single charge, and probably the most maneuverable vehicle for some of our congested cities today. Now, the charging infrastructure, this is the charging infrastructure that we as a company have installed around the country. So you can see in Hyderabad, we've got about 23 charging stations. But going forward, the government of India will be putting in charging infrastructure, just like we have petrol stations in every city and on highways. The government is going to start putting up regular charging and fast charging infrastructure as part of its FAME scheme. And that will help promote this trend even more. Some of the initiatives that I mentioned is Hyderabad is putting up an outstanding metro rail network. The connectivity of this metro rail to all parts of Hyderabad, we can actually satisfy with electric vehicles, electric minivans. And that's what I mean by mobility solution, where you as a passenger would get up from your apartment, take an electric van to your nearest station, you'll take a train to your destination, and all of this will be handled literally through your smartphone. And that's an emerging trend when I talked about mobility solutions. We have provided clean solutions for some of our heritage sites, so for example at the Taj Mahal, where pollution has started to affect the monument. Electric vehicles are how we get tourists to and from the Taj. So a lot of initiatives, delivery fleets of whether it's Amazon or Flipkart, electric vehicles make a lot more sense traveling within congested cities where pollution, mobility is a concern. One of the segments that we have started to work with is people movers, getting people to and from their places of work. For example, if you are in a BPO or an IT company, you need to get from home to your place of work. In Bangalore alone, there's something like 80,000 of these cars that move people 24/7, and they're on fairly fixed routes. We have now converted a couple of them to all electric. And this is not just driven by the transport provider, this is driven by companies themselves who want to go green. For example, SAP, it's an IT company, has already bought 50 of our E2Os to encourage the green revolution. But this is an emerging trend that we see across the country. Finally, we are probably the only Indian team on Formula E. For those of you who are not aware of Formula E, these are Formula One race cars, but they're not powered by petrol engines, they're powered by batteries and electric motors. And season one just concluded in the UK in June. and Mahindra was a sponsor. We have 2 cars that race in this race, and we at Mahindra Reva do provide some of the technology and some of the knowledge that goes into the race, because we believe that being challenged on the racetrack helps us actually in our day-to-day business. So this whole concept of race to road is what we firmly believe in. And so Formula E will continue for another 8 seasons. Season 2 has already begun, and we will continue to support Formula E going forward. So with that, I'd like to invite Jagan to the stage to take us through the E2O product. Thank you.